Hi there everyone, once again welcome to your favorite channel, Mental Health TV. And straight away we are going to be looking at a continuation, or call it part 4 of what we call PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. We'll be looking at the fourth stage of it, and the fourth stage is what we refer to as the complicated post-traumatic stress disorder, complicated, or call it complex post-traumatic stress disorder. This is at a higher dimension of post-traumatic stress disorder. It actually occurs where there is a repetition or a replication of a particular a traumatic experience. A particular traumatic experience repeat itself in numerous occasions, and it is mostly common in cases, especially in violence. It could be domestic violence, it could be abuse, it could be rape, any form of violence. It is common in such cases. So most victims of such traumatic events, they are likely to suffer such complex or complicated disorder, and it is very risky in the sense that most often than not, they will try to resort in some other methods in order to take away the pain. So there are two likely possibilities. They will either involve into alcohol or drugs, and you see, one thing leads to another. From alcohol to drugs, now they will develop either suicidal or homicidal tendencies. So, because the likely effect is to escape from the pain. So either they take away the perpetrator, or they take themselves away from the picture. So it is a very dangerous stage. And also people who suffer from it as well, they are mostly ex-combatants, like people who have been in the military, who fight wars, would have been fighting wars on a daily basis. So most retired military people, yes, they always suffer, or most often than not, 95% of them, they suffer from this complicated or complex state of post-traumatic stress disorder. And the question is, what is the solution or symptoms? Definitely the symptoms are the same like the other types, but now getting to the treatment, it gets more severe. So in this case, not just therapy is needed, but we need a psychiatrist, because at this stage there is severe damage that occurs in the brain. So a psychiatrist is needed. Alongside medical treatment, alongside some drugs, which will help to kind of suppress it a while. And very importantly, the spiritual aspect here can never be overemphasized. The spiritual aspect, so it goes without saying that they will need pastoral care, serious pastoral care, whereby there will be intense counseling, the study of the word, prayer both as individual and as a group. In most cases, even what is called peer groups is needed, and much more, because they tend to be very violent and defensive. It will be very important that they get into the rehabilitation center. They will need a rehabilitation center because of their violence. They become very dangerous. So they are a threat and a danger both to themselves and to their environment. And of course, we know prayer we cannot do without the power of prayers. So we need a lot of prayers, counseling, the study of the word, and some gospel music, which go alongside rehabilitation or isolation. In other words, treatment has to be holistic. Purely holistic. Deal with the body, the spirit, and the soul. Please, this will be the end. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next videos.